Now, a lot of people get higher than this on this ball, but she gets quite a bit of distance.
We're going to go back to Svetlana Bugunskaya.
Now this is some fun choreography. Hike pull in.
I will tell you, Sidivash a 9.95, and she has another vault coming.
Pull in, half twist, step out. Through to a double twist. Very different choreography than the other Soviets. Finishes with a tuck double bat. Nice double turn to end the routine with.
Crowd like this one, Bugunskaya of the Soviet Union. And one is just better than the next.
It's hard to believe that year after year for the past, I don't know how many years, the Soviets have turned out these gymnasts time and time again.
9.962 for Sidivash on her second vault. So she continues to have a brilliant competition here.
It's great to see Bugunskaya performing at such a high level, because 3 days after the Olympics in Seoul, her coach, Miromanova, Lubov Miromanova, died mysteriously. And it had a tremendous effect on Bugunskaya. And of course, it's exciting to see that she's back and she looks terrific here at the World Championship.
Oh, what a sad story.
And a 10 for Bugunskaya.
The judges knew what they were doing. They were saving it.
Just completed her routine on the balance beam. Here on videotape a portion of that.
She was so solid on this routine. Round up, backhand spring, double back, the one step on the landing, scored a 9.9.
She was really having the event of a lifetime for her.
I would have to say so, and I'm sure she would agree. This is the best I've ever seen her look. She has really worked hard.
Final Soviet performer on floor, Olga Strajeva. Bugunskaya having just scored a 10 in the event. Lashenova having a brilliant performance just before her. Hard to find any place that's up.
Very strong music, strong movements. Laid out 1 and 3. Beautiful. That's a tough pass. Last tumbling run. Double back. Interesting choreography.
Olga Strajeva. And look at her teammates. They're loose now. They know they've won this competition. They've had one excellent performance in floor exercise after another. Lashenova and Bugunskaya embrace her. Look at the American team. Good news, bad news for the Americans tonight. Brandy Johnson on the balance beam, recorded a moment ago.
Nice Diamondov on the balance beam.
9.987, the score given to Strajeva of the Soviet Union, the same score that Lashenova had. And Bogunskaya with the perfect 10.
Brandy's under a lot of pressure here. She's had 2 misses in the competition. It's tough to end up on balance beam. 2 back handsprings, lay out, step out. It's a major break. She saves the ball, but it's still a major break. It's 4-10 for the point deduction.
You were saying earlier that this apparatus, above all, after you've had a tough competition, is extremely difficult.
It's hard to get your confidence back. Gainer, lay out, step out. But as I said earlier, Brandy has done so much for USA Gymnastics. She's done so well. She won the American Cup, the USA Championships, 5 gold medals in East Germany. Unheard of for an American to do that. And she's caught the attention of everyone around the world. It's just unfortunate she's having a bad meet here.
But this meet is not over for her, for any of these competitors. Still a long way to go. This is just the team competition.
Exactly. She's made a great contribution to the team effort. Her score is counted in many instances as the high score. Double back dismount, trouble on the landing. And of course, the major break in the middle of the routine.
And a look at Brandy Johnson, and it has not been the most pleasant of evenings for her, but she will have other moments, and Bart Connor has headed for the corner of this Hans Martin Schleyer Halle, and we will try to get a word with Brandy Johnson if we can when we come back right after this. Well, to the victors go the spoils, and down on the floor, the Hans Martin Schleyer Halle, Bart Connor with a couple of guests. Bart?
Thank you, Barry. I'm joined by Wendy Bruce and Sandy Woolsey, 2 girls in their first major international competition, and what a great event for both of you. First of all, your score is all between 9-7 and 9-8, and a big finish on the nerve-wracking balance beam, Wendy.
Yeah, I had a lot of wobbles on beam, but the score was still good, so I was pleased.
How did you deal with the pressure of your first major international event? You seem pretty cool out there.
Yeah, surprisingly, I was really relaxed, and I just did my routines like I was in practice. So.
Speaking of the relaxed atmosphere, all of your scores were between 9-8 and 9-9, and a lot of the teammates tell me that you're the one responsible for this sort of casual, relaxed atmosphere for the U.S. team. How do you keep it so loose?
Well, I just relax and try just do the best job I can and just think about it as workout and smile.
The coaches have talked about trying to keep the relaxed atmosphere in the training sessions. Everybody looked good, but it was tough on Brandy Johnson today.
Yeah, I think it was, and I really felt for it, but I had to keep going.
Well, we appreciate you all both holding up very well in your first major international event. Good luck in the all-around finals in the next round.
Thanks.
Congratulations, both of you.
You're one.
Well, we come to the end of a most exciting competition here in the World Championships in Stuttgart. And Kathy, I think 2 words maybe describe my feelings about tonight. Soviet Union. Boy, they were great.
The Soviets definitely continued their dominance here. In fact, 9.762 is the lowest score they counted in 2 days of competition. And the Romanians, even though they came on strong in the optionals, they couldn't close that gap with the Soviets. Although Daniela Silivash of Romania is leading the all-around. And the Chinese did a beautiful job, particularly on the balance beam, to come back from a 6th-place finish at Seoul in the Olympic Games to come in 3rd here. And the Americans, they were superb. This is the best I've seen them look all year long. Sandy Woolsey, Christy Henderson, they all just did great.
Yeah, Bart, what about the Americans? There will be a tomorrow.
Yes, and as we mentioned at the top of the show, no scores carry over from this round to the finals. Brandy Johnson will have her chance at a medal because she'll be in the vaulting finals. Christy Henrich and Sandy Woolsey will be in the uneven bar finals, and then Sandy, Wendy, and Brandy will all be in the all-around finals. So there's still a lot of hope for the Americans in terms of winning individual event medals as well.
Well, what we might have seen here tonight is an old story in a new form and the emergence of a couple of teams who might be able to be a force and one the world leaders could look back over their shoulders at in years to come. For Kathy Johnson and Bart Connor, I'm Barry Tompkins. Good night.
The 1989 World Gymnastics Championships have been brought to you by the #1 ski boot in the world, Nordica. Reach a new high. By the good time, great taste of McDonald's. And by Daihatsu. Since 1907, the small car specialists from Japan.